If you find yourself looking for the perfect wine to serve on your next pizza night, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. That was me years ago. My name is Tiffany, and I am so excited you're here. In this video, we are going to talk about how to pair wines with traditional pizza flavors such as margarita, Hawaiian, and supreme. And then we'll discuss what wines pair best with those less traditional pizza flavors, including buffalo chicken and taco. And lastly, we will discuss what wines to pair with your pizzas with those less traditional sauces, such as barbecue, white, and Thai chili. And that's not all. I have a super simple strategy to share to help you create the perfect pairing at your next gathering, but only if you stick around until the end. So let's get started. What wines do we pair best with our traditional pizza flavors, such as margarita, Hawaiian, and supreme? Well, all of these are going to pair perfectly with your crisp white wines, in addition to some other options. Margarita not only works great with those crisp whites, but also pairs well with semi-sweet red wines. These options include Pinot Grigio, a Cabernet Sauvignon, and a Pinotage. Now, Hawaiian, on the other hand, because of those sweeter notes from the ham and pineapple, these can also pair well with lighter reds. Options to pair best with your Hawaiian pizza are a Gewürztraminer and a Pinot Noir. Both of these are going to accent the sweetness from the pineapple, while also complementing the cheese and the pizza sauce. Supreme is another super popular pizza variety. Now, whether you are including the meat or going with a traditional veggie pizza, you want to have a crisp, drier white wine or a dry red or a dry rosé. Really, anything dry is going to be best with those veggie pizzas. So options to pair with your supreme or veggie pizza include a Riesling, a Syrah, and a Merlot. So before we jump into those less traditional pizza offerings, I want to hear from you. What is your favorite pizza flavor? Leave it in the comments below. When it comes to buffalo chicken, we want to really make note of those spices in the buffalo sauce. Sweet loves heat, meaning when you have spicy foods, you want to pair a very sweet wine to accent those spicy notes. So when it comes to buffalo chicken, we want to look for either a sweet white, a sweet red, or a sweet rosé to pair the best with that pizza. Options include a Riesling and a Pinot Noir. Now, taco pizza is one of my personal favorites, and this is going to pair best with your drier whites and drier reds. Those drier flavors are going to accent the little bit of spice in your meat, as well as the veggies that you have on top of that pizza. So options to pair with your taco pizza include a Sauvignon Blanc, a Pinotage, and a Merlot. Now, before we jump into those pizzas with non-traditional pizza sauce, I want to remind you to hit the subscribe button because I'm dropping videos like this every week, and I would hate for you to miss out on the next one. So there are many pizzas out there that don't have that traditional tomato-based pizza sauce. One of my personal favorites is a barbecue pizza. Now, when it comes to barbecue sauce, you want to make note if it is a sweeter barbecue or a spicy barbecue. As I said, sweet loves heat. So when you have a spicy barbecue sauce, you want to go with a sweet wine. Now, if you have a sweet barbecue sauce, on the other hand, you want to go with a drier wine. So if you are going the route of a sweet barbecue sauce, then you want to go with a Zinfandel as your wine option. Whereas if it is that spicy side of barbecue sauce, a Malbec is going to pair best with that spicy barbecue sauce. White pizza is a very popular option, whether you are making Alfredo sauce, just using garlic and oil as the base, any of those creamy white sauce or herbal flavors, you're going to want a sweet or a semi-sweet red wine to complement those, or a sweeter white. So options to pair best with your white pizza would be a Chardonnay or a Petit Verdot. Thai pizza with a sweet or spicy Thai chili sauce is another great alternative to your tomato-based pizza sauce. And when it comes to Thai food, again, you want to note, is this a sweet Thai chili or a spicy Thai chili? And that is going to help you decide which wine to pair best with that pizza. So you're going to want a crisp white, either sweeter wine if you are going with a spicy sauce, or a dry wine if you're going with a sweeter sauce. So for the sweeter option, you could have a Riesling or a Malbec. And for that drier option, a Zinfandel or a Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, I also have a super simple strategy for you to create the perfect pairing for your next get-together. So some things to keep in mind: the wine should be more acidic than the food. And typically, white wines are more acidic than red wines. You also want the wine to be sweeter than the food. Remember, sweet loves heat. So pair those sweeter wines, which are typically going to be your whites and rosés, with the spicy foods, and the drier wines, which red tends to be drier than white, with those sweet foods. Red wines typically pair best with your red meats, whereas white wines typically pair best with your white poultries. And red wines often go better with your tomato-based sauces, whereas whites often go better with your cream-based sauces. So if you are ready to grab your free wine pairing guide, check out my website in the description below and grab it today.